The world needs to know that here at this church, we're not here to fix you. We can't fix you. People will go through some problem in their life. They'll lose a loved one. They'll go through a divorce. Something terrible will happen. And what will they say? They'll say, oh, I got to get to church. I got to get my heart right. I got to get my head right. I need to get to church. As though we can fix you. I can't How arrogant of me to think that I can fix you when I have the same problem that you have. I can't fix myself. I certainly can't fix myself. I can't fix you either. What is the problem? The problem's our sin nature is what it is. Now, it manifests in different ways. Somebody here might be same-sex attracted. Somebody else might be addicted to pornography. Somebody else here might lie all the time. I don't know how it manifests, but at the root of all of it is what? It's our sinful, selfish nature. That is our problem, and we can't fix it. A Christian church acknowledges that. Only God can fix you. And it requires a complete overhaul. You ever jacked something up so bad that the only thing you can do is just tear the whole thing down and rebuild it? Talk to my dad about the time he put a tape deck into my old brown Forenza. I got a new tape deck, I wanted it in the car, and Dad said, oh, I can do it and save us money because I took electrics in 4-H. This guy was out there for 9 hours, and he comes into the house, and I'm sitting in the living room, and Mom can vouch for this. He is mumbling and grumbling, well, you should have been happy with what you had because nothing works now. And I go out there, the windshield wipers are on 24/7. They won't turn off. You can turn the radio on whether the key's even in the vicinity. The turn signals don't work because they've been wired to the trunk release. It was the most unbelievable thing. The mechanic just laughs and realizes he's got to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it. That's us. There's no external fix that we can apply to you to make your life better. All we can do is tear you down to the very bottom and let Jesus rebuild you. We find fixing in death and resurrection. That's how we do. Look, this is what Philippians tells us. I want to know Christ. Yes, to know the power of his resurrection and participation in his sufferings, becoming like him in his death, and so somehow attaining to the resurrection from the dead. That's what we're after. Scripture is clear. Listen to me. God does not want you to come forward and leave at the altar what you believe are your faults. No. You know what he wants? He wants you to come forward and leave what you arrogantly believe to be your strengths. He wants it all. Every little part of you. He wants your will so he can break it and conform it to his. He wants your mind so he can transform it to a new way of thinking. He wants your spirit so he can renew it. And he wants your heart so he can regenerate it. Everything about you, he wants to redo. That's what a Christian church teaches.